G'day everybody. Welcome to today's stream. I'm your host Mitch. You can call me Taz. And today we try and conquer a plane that has long caused me many issues, whether in the real world or in the sim. Today we're flying the LevelUp 737, which I definitely haven't been influenced to fly by Jochen. You should definitely check him out. He's an awesome guy, and he's one who actually provided the MD-11 updates before Rotate took them. Fantastic bloke, loves to scratch himself, and he's definitely given me the scratching to fly a 737. And Mr. V1 Simulations, he was flying this yesterday, so I was like, fine, stuff it, I'll bite the bullet. So we're going to fly the 737 tonight, and on top of flying the 737, we're going to use the Bay Light mods for the sim. And I have to say, if I remember how the controls work, very nice. Now, I was only in Sydney Airport a few weeks ago, so, well, not even a few weeks, last week. Definitely this bright and white, lovely. And then going into the city, looking lovely. We are using XP12 Pro, that's why you got such a density of houses. And, I think it's bound to be pretty good. Do wish the tower was lit up, the Westfield Tower, but yeah, look at that density. Actually, just to show you guys XP12 Pro and how busy it is in these city environments. This would turn to daylight. Hopefully the music's not too loud for you guys. Let me double check. It's looking okay. Might turn it down a little. Sim's taken a while to load this up. Maybe it's the lighting and just getting the lighting turned off. But yeah, so we're using XP12 Pro, which is brand new. Well, for the channel, the LevelUp 737 and the Base Night mod. And that's the thing, I was watching the stream yesterday and I was like, oh my gosh, the night lighting in the sim looks so bloody good. And I haven't done a night flight in the sim in forever. So why not make life easy and fly the 737 at night? A plane that I don't know how... Well, look, I know the basics of aviation and how a plane flies and all that, but yeah, but look at the density of these cityscapes. Sydney's looking good, and the city looks good. Then again, there is a X-Plane 11 mod that's used for Sydney, and I might actually use that over this. Mostly because it gives you like the Anzac bridges and all that, which aren't modeled with the XP12 Pro. Also, XP12 Pro, just got a question. Why have I got a tall crane at the end of runway 25? You have to wait for this to go. It's a bit like a bloody Donkey Kong. But anyway, on to the main occasion. Flying out of the old Qantas Freight Terminal, which sadly isn't used anymore because all freight ops have moved over to Western Sydney. And if we go back and switch us back to nighttime, we can start the whole process of getting her set up, learning as we go along how it operates, and hopefully taking off into the dark skies over Australia. So, oh geez, Sim's taken a little bit of beating on the old performance there. YSSY-YMML, 3-4 left departure, right? And what departure are we using? I'm gonna guess it's this one. That's another thing. Navigraph charts have been so slow on the phone as of late. Like it's just not happy to work. What is this? Maybe the... all these brand new departures as Sid's out of Sydney as well. So that's another thing that we're adding is Holy shit, I've never seen that departure before. Ooh. So this is going to be a little bit spicy. We've got new Sydney airspace, a new 737, new scenery, new lighting. Okie doke. Well, definitely not what it used to be, but anywho, let's get started. Might actually get the flashlight on. And battery is, that's external lights. Where's the battery? I know it's in this area. I know I'm next to it. It's one of those things that looks at you in the face. There we go. External lights can be armed. And we'll go down. I want ground power. It's blue. Lovely. That comes alive. I have to say, I love the texture work. That's some really high textures. That's something I've noticed coming from the Zibo is these are all really, really, really well done. Fantastic. Well, that's now on. That's all set. All of those off. Engine bleeds can come off, so engine bleed is on. Make life a little easier. Get the dome light on. Fantastic. Really, really high res. Mr. Knight in the comments. Mr. Meta himself, 25010. Gonna be a little bit spicy on that departure, but oh, that just adds to it, I think. Really, really great texture work. Like, compared to the Zibo, this is remarkably better. This is like the 777 in just quality. We got data link over here. Oh. Data link menu. Very nice. Okay, well, let's get all of us stuff sorted. As you can tell, I'm used to a different config. There we go. Both over to nav. That's just loading up. Lovely. Come down here, and our reference airport is going to be YSSY. Like so. And we'll set RS position. Lovely. Request flight plan. Need to verify position. Yep. To YMML. And we'll request flight plan. If this doesn't work, I'll just plot it in manually. Don't know if it's actually loaded up or not. That music a little loud. A lot harder to find in the dark. Yes. I probably haven't got this set up correct. Anyway, what we'll do then, go YSSY-YMML. Does it use 01? It sure does. And we are Texel. Let me read my OFP. We are Texel 531. 531. Fantastic. Activate that. Lovely. Departures. We'll make sure we've got 3-4 left. And we've got brand new departures now for Sydney. And the reason why is because the airspace is completely different because Western Sydney's now open. So it's actually my first time flying out of Sydney with Western Sydney open. Tonto 1 and the Lacey transition. Lovely. And if we get this up on the screen, let's get the background light a little brighter. Takes us up north and then, well, it's east and then completely south to come in and engage with LeSY. So we're going to actually miss Wollongong. So we go to legs, and Tonto, LeSY, and we'll just delete this waypoint. LeSY goes to Tanta. Yep. Execute that, and that is absolutely perfect. Fantastic, and that goes all the way out. Fantastic. Now, let's get this sorted. So we'll go white medium. And we're going to ask fuel weight imbalance, payload. Payload for today's flight is 15.4 tons for 5 tons. I forgot. It's like this. 15450. There we go. Fantastic. ZFW is going to be 5747. Oh, so that almost matches up perfectly. Love that. And that's going to take off weight. It's going to put us at 27.7 mean aerodynamic chord. Lovely. I'm very, very happy with that. So we can go out now. I think that's... no. Fuel weight imbalance. Payload. Core fuel truck. As you can tell, I very much haven't run around with this fuel weight imbalance, because I will need for this trip 7.7 tons of fuel. So that's 7. Oh. That's 7.16. Payloads, here we go. I need 7,700. Fantastic. Lovely. Now with that all set, and that is actually set as well. They don't put like people in the back of the plane, do they? We can go... oh, we'll get APU started by this point. So everything's good. INS is slaved, it seems. Yep. And we'll actually get the correct barrow. So YSY 1025. Very smooth. And it's already been set on the other side. Love to see that. So in that case, we'll go in it. And do we have autofill? We sure do. And our CI for this trip is 11. And we are going up to flight level, let's see, 340. Fantastic, that's all sorted. I don't think... can we get a perf in it? Just want to see how this all works. Because regardless for the takeoff, what are we doing for the D-rate? D-rate 1 temps 50. Alright. So tail 1 temps can go to 50. And then there'll be climb 1 as well. Departure, we're expecting flaps 5. And our CG, takeoff CG is 28.2. Perfect. So this gives us a V1 speed of 140, 141 for VR, and 145 for V2. Love it. And trim will go to 4.49, so. About there. Awesome. That's all set, and that's all to go. So we'll go here. We're going to go and get APU started now. Get all the fuel pumps on, because why not? And hold the APU down. Low oil pressure. Nav, oh, logo lights can definitely be on. Nav lights on as well. And APU starting up. Let's get the music turned down. Now, I've been close to this a few bloody times. Actually, one of my, well, my uncle's actually one of the head mechanics for the 737 in Australia. Very nice sound. They've done quite a good job with that. Lovely. Let's get everyone moving. So, fly with lure, macros, some ground services. All of you disappear, please. Very nice. Well, with that case, wait for the APU to settle, because we need the gen to come on eventually. Switch over to APU, master caution suppressed, ground services, GPU disconnect, and let's say everything's sorted, and we're going to go ground services, doors, close everything up. Fantastic. Let's get a better pushback sorted.
And ground to cockpit. G'day mate, go ahead and show me where you'd like to point us.
This way, preferably.
Yeah, ground to cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
The texture quality in this cockpit is so much higher than what it normally is. Well, compared to... my brain would work. Compared to the Zibo and a lot of other add-ons. And mind you, we need to take this into account. This is free. The LevelUp is free, same as the Zibo. Let's get airport. I need 10-9. Where's 10-9? There we go. I think it's taxi via Alpha all the way up to 3-4 left. So there we go. And what's 335 is our initial heading, which I've just taken that around the complete wrong way. Can you tell I've finished work?
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed.
Lovely.
Ready to connect.
V2 is 145.
Go ahead and set the parking brake.
I'm going to take this up to 200. Parking brake set. Lovely. Okay, 122.810. Regardless. Like that. Lovely. That is a funky little screen there. See... never seen that display. Is that our, oh, that's probably what it is actually. That's probably our TCAS. Is it? No, HUD fix. So,
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
TCAS mode Charlie. Time brake can come off.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start
APU
engine.
bleed is on. Beacon light can come on. And engine 2, please. N2's rising. 20%. Choose fuel. That engine shape is perfect. Very nice. Good start there. Engine 1. Start of LevelUp. %, introduce fuel. I think I turn the volume up in the plane. That sounds almost spot on. I think maybe a touch more bass, make it a little louder as well. We go here to customize audio and EQ, engine volume, like that. Is there a cabin volume? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, I'm okay with that. Shit. There we go, now being pulled forward. Switch over gens. APU bleed coming off. Engine bleeds coming on. Hydraulic pumps for the engines coming on. Window heat should have been on. Probe heat can come on. Yaw damper can come on. And APU can come off.
Alright mate, operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Fantastic, brakes wrong.
Alright mate, disconnecting tow, stand by.
I do like this livery, mostly because it gives it the eyeliner. These operate out sitting pretty much every night, so it was one of those planes that I do have fond memories of seeing. So definitely something we had to fly. Actually, saw some YouTuber months ago in MSFS fly with this livery. I was like, oh cool, someone else knows about it. This light mod looks bloody good.
So disconnected, bypass pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you a thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
And the lights for these highways out the front of the airport are this blue, or this like really, really bright. Now, if they'd done it correctly, this bridge is always coloured. Like, always got like purple lights or whatever on it. Lovely. Well, taxi lights can come on. View auto exposure. Everything's good. We'll dim those down. Just get my lighting all correct. What's the keybind to hide the controls? I forget. Ah, there we go. You can just press Y apparently as well. Get the lighting just that little bit brighter. Transponder is on mode Charlie. Fantastic. We'll get, I think it's 3 for flaps 5, isn't it? But flaps 5 is set, so it's still the same as the NG, the 737-200. Taxi light is on. Is it? Ah, they're on the wings, they're not on the nose. Interesting. And that seems good. Everything's sorted. And let's do a little check. So full left, full right, elevator full back, and full forward, rudder full left, rudder full right. Fantastic. Do need to change that over though, that will annoy me. Hardware, nose wheel axis. Oh, that's on my tiller. Lovely. Okay, so flaps set, anti-skid RTO. Everything up here should look good. That is in fact on auto, cool, no Helios for me. Taxi lights aren't bright at all. That could be the visual mod though. Blooms maybe a little high, but that was what people were talking about with the base mods, is that was something that was frequent. So maybe we do need to tune that a little bit. But cool, taxiing via Alpha on the way down. Works really well with a G-loaded head, it seems. And we're just going to taxi all the way straight, all the way down. I'm going to change the landing lights. The landing lights do make it a little brighter. But let's AT engage, locks throttle. Let's check everything there. Explain variants. Systems. Don't want a HUD. Exterior. Landing lights. Make them halogen. There we go, now we can see. And because it's halogens on the nose. Doesn't mean we're as bright, nope, but means I can actually have light that goes. Landing pulse lights, don't like landing pulse lights at all. Eyebrows, no, picture in picture, lovely, cool. This is what I'm a little happier with now. Oh, Wolney, g'day mate, how are we? Strobe's coming on. I knew it pulled left. Very hazy out in Sydney. Look at that haze. Yeah, everything's looking good, and his skid is set, flaps are set, trim is set, gears down, flight directors can come on. And auto throttle can come to armed. I've set it initial for 200, which it should be happy with. And just going to taxi out the bay a bit more. I think we'll use the full runway there, mostly because we are using a D rate, and I don't know how the D rate will react. So we'll be more safe than sorry. Yeah, the bloom is definitely a little high with this light mod. This is the Bay light mod, but it's easily modifiable, and old mate's actually made sure of that. And he's advised people of where to go and how to fix it. Do you need quite a bit of left rudder just to keep it straight? I've just realised my ground speed is 29 though. Strobes being on around here at this time of night, it's probably realistic. It's pitch black and we're talking to tower anyway. Ground is not talking to you as you come up here because you're on the runway. It's the same as when you're going towards the 16 left or 34 right. Awesome. So let's get all of our lights on. Light me up like a Christmas tree. Oh, those lights do hit well. What do we think about that for sounds? Okay, plane, please just taxi straight. Or do I need to add a dead zone to it? And brake. Oh, really weak brakes. And we're going to line up onto the runway. Just to let you guys know as we get the chrono on. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Oh, those lights look a lot better. Bloom's well, very much too high. Okay, guys, perfect. Let's get that sorted. Chrono on as well. Just want to let you guys know that if you are looking for a Discord community to have a chat to people, talk about aviation, talk about trains, talk about anything for that matter. A really supportive community with Walney, who's in the chat right there, who makes Sceneries and want to know about Sceneries as well, or just want to get up to date with streams and know firsthand when and what's happening. By all means, check our Discord channel down below. And with that, I think it is time to go. Remember, hitting a like on the stream helps massively. Get those engines spooled up. And bring that up. Fantastic.
Knots.
Oh, cool, that's very nice. It balloons a lot, very high.
V1 rotate.
Definitely needs a little more trim.
Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. Fly with. Nav, VNav. Let's get out of Sydney.
1000.
Left hand bank. Flaps 1. Flaps up. Our wind is very gnarly. Let's get it trimmed to where I want it. Gear to off. And goodbye Sydney. Sim to go. Fantastic. Bring that nose down a little. Water exposure. Definitely hand flies a lot better. I do prefer it over the Zibo a little bit. I feel like I can be more precise at this current moment. Alright, gear up and off. Flaps are fully up. And set altitude 340. Get that nose down as we accelerate to 240. And starting our left hand turn. Flying up to 8,000 feet, very stable plane, commands come on. That looks awesome. And goodbye Sydney. That's really cool. Transition out by here, wait for the big flight level 10, anti-skid can come off. $10,000. Landing lights all coming off. It's all on. That's all good. Fantastic. Sounds really good. Maybe a little tinny, but that could just be me. I've flown quite a few 7.3s. Don't think I've actually flown a max. The thing with this light mod, if I can just put or just tune the bloom, I think it'd definitely look remarkable. That sounds perfectly like a 737. Fantastic. And as would happen, get the lights up and get the coffees out because it is time to partay. There we go. We've lost all night vision. I've just realised with the throttles. So what we're going to do, we're going to go customise. We're going to go hardware, we're going to go throttle, noise lock. So it goes, so hardware throttles. Lovely. And now she should be much happier. Bring this in a little bit, looking fine. Dim this out. Everything's looking good. We are kind of 340, so I'll put that up to 350. All of those are on. Auto. yeah, that might not be good. And everything's looking good. Pressure's looking good. That's all very fine. Mission comes to both. Oh, that bone apple teeth. That's flight level 200. And we're doing all good. Pressure's looking good, both sides. And engines are perfectly fine. Fuel's doing okay. 6.67 tons. Brake pressure's free. Yeah. Not much else to do now. Those Bruno yokes, V1's got one. Looks like such a good piece of kit. Definitely something I think I'd like to try one day. I don't think I'll be in a position to own anytime soon, and there's a reason why, and I will keep you guys informed when I can about what's going to happen. But yes, awesome. That's all good. Just look at that. The texture quality is superb. I mean, compared to the the Zibo, which does look, she's starting to look a little old now. Yeah, no, this looks very swanky. I mean, and this is a testament to it. I can zoom it very, very close, and it's not so blurry. Lovely. Looks like we've gone off the track a bit here. Yeah. I forget this thing does actually have a delay when you are in that. So let's go over to departures. Completely forgot to keep you guys in the loop about it. Can I stop doing that? Move 534, Cagnu, LevelUp, Tonto, down to Lisi. Yeah, so these are all the new airspaces, because Nancy Bird Walton, actually that's really cool to see. Western Sydney Airport is right there. I wonder if we're going to get one for the sim, like a fully modelled one, because at the moment it's only freight that's operating out of there. Regardless, I think I'm going to always stick to Sydney Airport. Cagnu, LevelUp, Tonto, Lisi. And the big thing is one, remain in peace Bankstown. You got absolutely screwed over with Western Sydney. But if you live in Sydney City, which is here, not here, here, the main city, this to here is like a 1.5 2 hour drive. From my grandparents' place, well, to the airport is 15 minutes if there's no traffic, or 10 minutes if there's no traffic. That engine model looks superb. And climbing on graciously up through 1700 feet a minute. Very smooth animations with the glass cockpit, and performance-wise, I get my FPS count up? Why are you hiding my FPS from me? Okay, so I can get high quality images of Avatar on the EFB itself. But why is my FPS being hidden? I haven't had this in a while. And I don't have the settings to change it over. Oh. Because it's performing phenomenally. Like, I'm not having any FPS issues. And turn that down as well. Looking good. Cat 3. TRA. Is this the... It is the weather radar. Because I want...
Thousand to go.
Not have terrain radar? Is this what you're telling me? On, auto. That's very interesting. Let's bring this out more, about 160. And this is why it's a really good flight, because you get to test the plane in a good environment. And if you do need to go around, well, we're about to fly over Canberra. It's such a weird departure, and obviously all this new departures have come out in order to avoid the city. Noise abatement, but also for Western Sydney, because Western Sydney would come out through here and go even more north before turning in. This avoids Bankstown. See, because normally you come to like here and then turn in, but you're going straight down. This just avoids everything. That's just weird. Joke. Australian voice when? 17 minutes up in the air, we're doing A-OK. We are lit up like a Christmas tree. Turning that on, off, lovely. Get crossfeed on, make sure we're always equal. Nav. Good looking cockpit in the dark. Go back to dim, that's all good. Pro trim, cabin temperature just above 20, so that's A-OK. Awesome, and pressure, cabin pressure is perfect. There we go, differential. Coming to the max of what the plane can take, but she'll be right. Awesome. So I got WXA, also show all the airports and show all the waypoints. Why can't I have terrain though? That I find a little weird, unless like the terrain radar hasn't been put in. There we go. Lovely. Anything you guys want to see with this aircraft? I have to say it's, I mean, what's this? Oh. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So, as we're coming into Melbourne, what are we expecting for the runway today? Given the wind conditions made us use 34 left, runway 27 is in use. That's strange. Suppose runway 34 is not in use. But okay, I have no issue with runway 27. So, how are we going to do this? Do the GLS to runway 27 and the Alexa 1 Alpha riders. Why would I want to do that? I can just use the Bullet. To ILS 27. Lovely. Look how that works. Awesome. So, it says Bullet 1 Alpha. ILS Yankee 27, glide slope on, yep, transition at visas, fantastic, let's come through this. Bowen can be brought all the way up, no, can't do that. ADPA, roll it up past Melbourne, and then that has the full approach play into runway 27, fantastic. Go to init ref, index perf, yep. Approach is something we'll be looking at very shortly. Now 737 is one of those planes I've always struggled to land, mostly because I don't fly it so often, if not at all. No, it doesn't level up share something with Zibo. I know you said the ladder's being a tad long in the tooth. Interest, does it? Yeah, LevelUp has a HUD. What I'm guessing though, if you look at this information, Zibo mod base and flight model. So is it a development on top of the Zibo mod? Because the cockpit's completely different. I mean, it's so high quality with the texturing and everything. Also, I think this EFB is from, well, it's very similar to the Zibos. Very happy with it. And we go up here. What we do need, a bit of music on the background. And audio. Do you wish I could use scroll on these instead of having to click through every single one? That's a bit more tolerable. Oh, if it was based in Zibo, like a whole level up 737. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is it actually the Zibo mod and LevelUp have just gone up and updated systems and all that? That's what I think. Be a smart decision if I, decide to actually look it up. Okay, so the LevelUp 737 serves as a successor to the older 737 Ultimate project. It combines high fidelity visuals with deep system depths of the famous Zibo. Right, so it is the Zibo mod, but it's developed upon. Right, so it's the Zibo 737, but made good. Or made for X-Plane 12. Right. Oh, that's sorted. That's sorted. Everything's looking peachy over there. Cabin temp's okay. Did I actually see sky? We need a good sky like the Milky Way. That'd be awesome. Would make night flying even better for X-Plane. 1, 2. Fantastic. And if we go to prog, what are we expecting into YMML? 1417 Zulu, and it's 1334, so about 43 minutes to go. No worries, sounds good. Well, relays during a couple hours, and I had a season. No worries, Knight. Well, you go and enjoy the relatives. And besides, knowing you, you always come back to have a check later. That looks so funky. Where is this? Oh, that's Canberra. Oh, there's the airport. We need, we really need to get... We really, and I mean we really need a developer for Australian sceneries. Canberra does not have a good scenery for it. Perth doesn't. Broome doesn't. Darwin doesn't. Sydney doesn't. Not even Sydney's got an up-to-date scenery. And if I want an up-to-date scenery for Sydney, I need to delete the Thai model scenery just so I have the latest layout for the airport, because Thai Models has all but abandoned X-Play, except they released the Bangalore scenery, but regardless, everything else is abandoned. Nights, cool, that's sourcing out, yeah, you guys have the Southern Cross to look at, yes. Well, not just Southern Cross, but I'd like to see the Milky Way, you know. Scenery, oh. Mr. Walney knows quite a bit about sceneries. Now that I have to finish my project on level. Okay, Walney. So, Microsoft Flight Simulator, someone just did Tempelhof. I would so buy the A319 just to fly it into Tempelhof. Tempelhof, like, I've been there because when I did go to Berlin, that is where I went. And, yeah, it's such a cool airport. And just the architecture of it, it would be very much a challenge. Hey, it's easy on the taxi lines, but yeah, just the whole architecture of the building would be... Yeah, I could see that being quite difficult. 40 views so far already on the 737. Mind you, this is the middle of the week. I mean, it's latter part of the week. It's Thursday. Not too bad. Also, someone's just made an automatic flight engineer for the 747-200s. That is... amazing. Which should be pretty decent out there. Oh, that's a nice reflection. Don't know why it's that big though. That's the FMS. So let's get our airport charts up to YSSY-YMML. And we're going to go the Bowen 1 Alpha arrival. And ILS Yankee for 27. So, Bowen 1 Alpha come down. By mate will be 230 between 9 and 5,000. Guessing the 737 wants to be on the lower side of that. Let's see, by mate it wants to be between 5 and 9, but next it wants to be NDIM be at 3,000, so that's going to probably be at that lower point. Honestly, I think just going to go, just put in 6,000 there. NDIM you need to be above 3,000, so that's no worries. Come down to visas, and then this will go into the ILS for runway 27. So miss approach 263, climb 4,000. So runway heading, climb 4,000. Visas we need to be at max 185 knots. We'll keep that in mind. Seat 185 Bravo. That's what I want to see. 9.3. ILS will be on 263. That actually set up. Good noises on all of these. 2500 we initiate at visas, capture the glide slope and fly in. Minimums are going to be 203 feet. Barrow will be 610. And what I want to actually find, bit of terrain up north, but we should be fine on that. Transition altitude, flight level 100. Airports 20-9. Airport elevations 434. I'll just put 450. 27 is a 2,200 meter runway, so that's going to be no issue for us. Order break 1 will easily get us probably off by November. And the approach is briefed, the left hand seat landing. So no worries. Go back to Prague. 14:18 now, so we've got 35 minutes to go. Indeed. I mean, I would love to do... I would do the classic 737 into it, but to have a Pan Am 727, I'm not a fan of the Pan Am livery, but to have a Pan Am 727 flying there would be awesome. Or the full naked silver Lufthansa 727. Thaya Scenery. I'm guessing they're the ones who developed it for MSFS. Let's see. Miltech built. the scenery for Tempelhof. That's awesome. Berlin Tempelhof actually comes with major landmarks in Berlin City. And it's crazy to think that that city, or that airport had A310s and A300s going into it. I've actually rode a bike down the runway. Maintained perfect center line. .707, like, so Microsoft Flight Sim just got the 707. I am so looking forward to the Nimbus 707. He just posted images recently of development, and it looks awesome. So for their rendition of Tempelhof, they've done the old one, so it doesn't have the blue neon lights for the Tempelhof name. And actually when they made it, it's based on when the US military was still using it, so there's actually a C5 Galaxy parked on, which, one of my favourite cargo jets. That thing's just insane. Imagine if they modernised that airport. Because I know there was actually a lot of backlash when they closed the airport down. And then only a few years later they got, well, a few years ago they got rid of Berlin Tegel. Thankfully Berlin Tegel is being restored. They're going to use the airport for a university, which is very, very funky. But yeah, what a cool architectural design for that airport. And I mean, it was used till the 2020s. I remember when everyone was doing their live streams for the final flight to Tegel. Thought that was always pretty cool. Fantastic. .27 minutes to go. Coming up to that top ascent, about, what are we expecting? Top ascent, 50 miles away. 1355. About 7 minutes till we start descending. Not too shabby. But yeah, this is what I was saying, like, one of my gripes, I think, with the 7.3 is it's not a fast plane, and it's never been a fast plane. We're doing Mach decimal 7.4. 321s are doing 8.4. So Tegel, I think, is a gorgeous airport. I really love the design philosophy for it, but also just the shape and the windows, and it signifies one of the cool eras that Berlin had. Yeah, I really like it. I would love to see. I would actually love to go to Tegel if I go over to Berlin again. And that's a thing, and what I find so weird and at the same time stupid about Boeing is, why did they keep the 737 going when they could have made a Neo version of the 757 or developed the 757? Yeah, exactly. Not. It's got a, there is a bit of, I do like brutalist architecture. I don't like a lot of 60s architecture because I think it is horrendous. There's nothing short of that. Like, I lived in Kolkata in India, and you can tell the 60s buildings from the 40s buildings or older buildings because it's just so generic. It had to all look the same. It looks dog. And then you get into 60s housing and some of those architectural designs, the wood, the use of wood, the flowing staircases, the bookshelves, and all, I think that looks amazing. Like some of those houses in Los Angeles and all that, made by architects themselves. But yeah, like office buildings in the 60s are probably some of the worst, and I think a majority of them need to be taken down because there's no beauty in a lot of what they have made. What the hell? The Saudi government has just flown a 7878 into Madeira. Really high on that approach. Warners. Hang on. Let me look this up. Did TAP Portugal fly a 747 into Madeira? Hang on, I'm looking this up. 747 into Madeira. Can technically accommodate a Boeing 747. In Air Atlanta An Air Atlanta Icelandic 747-200 TF ABA landed Madeira in 2002 to mark the official opening of the extended terminal and runway. Hey, it was a 747-200. Oh no, I can't recreate in the sim. So it's a Rolls-Royce 747-200, of which, Fearless, I know you were so finished with the 747. It's understandable. You've been doing the 747 for years. Please give us the Rolls-Royce engines. I know you need to remodel the engines, but please give them to us. You know, we'll bring this altitude down to 10,000. And we're just going to wait for that VNAV path to come around. Getting into place stitch, getting out again in. Well, maybe it's something we have to do. I don't think I've ever flown to Madeira in the sim, or any sim, or ever. Could be a bit of a challenge. All those sounds on the descent. Get this music down actually, I want to hear these sounds. I mean, I could install the Rolls-Royce engine visual mod. Maybe that's what I've got to do. And then try and fly that damn thing into Madeira. I love the engine wine. Why is arm on? Love the texturing. Like, this is the visual model I want to see. Sounds are a little weird, but apparently there's a glitch with the F mod. Wonder if there's a way I can actually brighten this so I can actually see the plane without blinding myself like that. If I turn wing light off. there is no light whatsoever. But hey guys, there you go. Now you know there's a 737 up in the air because we're apparently using the tail to illuminate everything else. It actually looks pretty cool with all the stars. But yeah, the sound set I think on the external side can definitely be upgraded a little bit. Wow, apparently up to 51 views on the stream already. That's awesome. I just can't get over the quality upgrade to the screens and all the cockpit. Like, this is on par, I would say, with the 777. .250. Finally seeing some light on the ground as well. So that's how you know we're actually going in the correct direction. Mount Buller's out there, and on our right's going to be Mansfield. Lovely. And we're hiding directly to Tagadi. Tagadi, dead. Oh, that's Coldstream. Lovely. Need to fly down east more sometime. Like the East Sail area, which is an Air Force base. There's a reason I know that. That is lovely out there, like fantastic terrain. Flying there during the day would actually be nice. Maybe like a general aviation stream or something. Just fly slowly through it all. Fantastic, coming through 230, doing absolutely fine. We'll bring this down to 9,000 to meet that restriction at APA. Now let's see how I absolutely destroyed the landing gear on this jet. Thankfully we're flying freight, so... Okay, everything's looking good down here. The approach was already briefed. couple of 200s. Lovely. Course is set. Everything's looking peachy up here. And pressurization is coming down, 6,000. Landing altitude is set. Lovely. We're already at 250 knots and we're at 18,000 feet. That seems a little ridiculous. Looks great. Really depends on where the 747 was headed afterwards. I've gone to Las Palmas, like for more fuel, in which case you would not get carried. It's just enough for the flight down. Yeah, so I think if, say, you're flying to Porto, you would take fuel for the return flight to Porto. In case, like, you couldn't make it in. That's what she said. I don't... Would you even be able to refuel down in Madeira? Like, for that an aircraft of that size? Would it even be safe to do so? Because I know, like, the 747-200 went into Wellington, and that's a short runway as well. It's actually certified for 747 operations. Actually, for our Anzac Day stream from Queenstown. Is Queenstown? No, Wellington. Or was it Christchurch? What's the one with the airport where it's in the middle between the two pieces of land and it's water on either side? I think it's Wellington. They flew a 747-200 in there, I think under ANZ colours, so Air New Zealand. Here's Wellington, I see. Yeah, Wellington's a funky airport because of the weather. Like, the weather out of Wellington is horrendous. And just trying to land a plane there normally with all that wind. There's a reason I took, for the stream, the Anzac Day stream, I took the 747-200 out. I didn't fly it in, I flew it out. Because landing there, I knew was going to be the biggest pain in the derriere. Awesome, current through 13,000. Is there a single light on the ground in sight? No, there isn't. I mean, to be honest, we are just past Taggart, so there really isn't anything out here to begin with. Because we are over the hills. Just below us now is about Mount Mitchell. So, mountain apparently named after me. And we'll go past Tanglefoot, which is on the left. That's 3,300 feet. Oh, Mount Despair is like over here somewhere. And we'll fly straight through. We'll fly south of the Knobs, place that Felix likes to hang out. South of Knobs. And come into Mate. And then inbound for Sydney, or inbound for Melbourne. Interceptor visas for the approach. And then coming down 2,500. Oh, and Melbourne 1026. So we're going to come out of standard, go to 1026, set on both sides. Lovely.
Thousand to go.
Let's go, lovely. And I'm comfortable with this plane just going straight down to 2,500. Okay, so coming through 10,000. Lane lights coming on, light me up like a Christmas tree. Lights are all set, little while lights come on. Just get every bloody light on at this rate. Want to make sure we are able to see, so dome lights can come off. Very, very bright. Oh man, how many lights can you fit on a damn plane? Awesome. This is what making cocktails does to a man. I actually got asked, oh, do you go to the gym recently? I know, it doesn't look like a question I would be asked. But I was asked recently, oh, do you go to the gym? I said, why? And they said, oh, your forearms are really developed. I'm like, no. I just shake drinks a whole damn lot. I mean, not looking forward to this Saturday. I've got like 80 people coming in, and that's going to be a shit ton of cocktails, but yeah, not fun. I need a piece of chewing gum though, that's what I need. 7,500. Still no visual with the city. So our MSFS is a bit better as their increased LOD distance would let them see the city. Prior when AVD. Oh, this way we can tell FPS. 90% area coverage. Put that down there for you guys. 90% area coverage with XWorld Pro on high buildings. Oh. Graphics. High object density. 40 FPS is very, very, very respectable. Not making it easy on this PC at all. Cool. Coming through 6,000. FPS still good. No visual with anything. And it's raining now! I doubt it, but... And unfortunately, the weather radars are still out for X-Plane. They have said that they're going to get that fixed very soon though, and they just announced weather radar updates. Coming a little high in the VNAV path, let's hopefully we can fix that. I've got it to come down to 2500, that's where we do intercept. And there's a city. That's why we couldn't see the city, because we're in clouds. Oh, hello cat. Why are you here now? No, please move away from the rudder pedals so I can actually use the rudder pedals. Hang on. No, I need you to move. No, don't bite my foot, you bastard. Well, rudder, let's get this sorted. I'm very happy with this light mob. Runway in sight. Speed check flaps 1, flaps 2 and flaps 5. Speed's going to reduce by then, so it won't be an issue. Flaps 5 is safe to come down because the limit on that's 250. Why did the throttle come up? Why are we now listening to that and not the auto throttle? That's strange. It's localizer. And we'll come down to 1500 for this. Looks like we're about to capture the localizer. Localizer not captured. The infamous 32-story building. MSFS used to have this issue. That's just completely on XWorld Pro. Not capturing localizer. $2,500. 09.3. Okay, there we go. Arm the approach. Localizer glide slope captured. I want gear coming down. $5 miles. Any skids? Come on. Flaps 10. Come down to 141. Speed check. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Speed check flaps 30. Speed brakes armed. Speed checks flaps 40. Awesome. Auto brake set, speed brakes green light. Flaps set, gear down 3 greens. Landing altitude set, landing lights set, and we're cleared to land.
feet stabilised. Mr. Approach altitude set.
My aircraft? Eleven knots off the nose. Just a little slow and a little low.
500. 400.
Right, more. Little slow.
300. 200. Approaching minimums. Minimum 100.
Stable, landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
I'll take it. Reverses, 2 green. Diesel, get back on cell line.
$80.
8 knots. Reverses coming in. And manual brakes. That everyone, welcome down to Melbourne. Spoilers coming in. Get all the lights correct. Down to beacons. And we'll APU started. Oil pressure lights, fantastic. Well, hello everyone, welcome. I do find that building very funny. I would have no issue if they kept it. Bloom needs to be turned down quite a bit. That was pretty good. It's only dawned on me that the 737 is the exact same as the 757 and 767, where you do actually need to manually put in the frequencies. Yay. But yeah, no, she definitely flies a lot better. She's definitely a lot more of a challenge, I found, on that approach. Even though we had a headwind, sounds great. A little more controllable. First time I've actually been able to land something comfortably. Why is this now reversed? Why is the speed brake... Okay. The speed brake axis is inverse of what it should be. I think that was the same on the Zibo though. Oh, the cat's been fed. Oh, there they are. I was very happy with that. It's the first time I've actually ever landed a 737 decently. Yeah, that bloom is really bad. Oh my gosh. Let's get those wing lights off. So I can actually do those type of photos. It like gives us volumetric lighting. Very nice. Go back down to auto exposure. And strobe's coming on. Very nice. I do like how this livery does make the plane look a lot more modern with the eyeliner. I do wish that I could use the scroll wheel to get that back into the beacon position. Very good. APU is available, but we'll switch over once we get over. I think the plane is a significant upgrade over the Zibo. It finally feels like an XP12 plane. The graphics, the fidelity are second to none. Like this quality and zooming in this much until you can actually start seeing pixels, that's on par with the 777. And the 777's a $90 add-on, and this is free. Flight, the physics-wise, it feels great. It's also the first time I've actually landed the plane without, you know, crashing, because I always hit bloody 500 feet a minute landings in the Zibo. So yeah, made me a better pilot. Didn't it, puss? Yeah, that way. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, hello, darling. Oh. Oh, miss, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. Go. Cut it out. You're gonna fall off the bed. I'm not gonna fall off the bloody taxiway if I keep going. Gave the belly rubs, so. Good to see that she's finally getting more comfortable, though. Those who don't know, well, my family took these cats in a few months ago now, and they were unfortunately really badly abused, so it's good to see they're now getting comfy and they're happy. Go right, because we're going to be parking over here. Up, still aren't up because the 737 has way too many flap positions. Not even the 747 has this many. Parking bay for the Jetstar stands. We're going out here. Director's coming off. But hey, at least I've learned why the ILS didn't work until I figured it out. It's the same logic as the 7.5 and the 7.6. And this is why I named the stream that I'm actually learning the plane. Oh, I'm still in reverse. Why was I in reverse? There's a taxi line for this. Ah, right there. Now, if I wasn't so impatient, I would know that. I won't go up here. We'll go to one of the gates out here. And right in front of Menzies, which is historically where this plane would be parking, because that's who services them. Taxi light coming off. And just take it straight down. Nope. Brakes were hit a bit too hard. Oh, the brakes. Parking brake set. Now what did V1 say? The 2 blue. Two blue, 1 white somewhere. No. Oh, no. 2 blue, 1 red, 2 dead. There we go. With that, everyone, welcome down to Melbourne. A significant improvement over the Zibo, and funnily enough, a much more enjoyable plane to fly. I mean, we flew it in the night, and this was my first time flying it, and when I understand Boeing's logic and flying the 737-200. But yeah, actually, not that bad. All of those can come off and be reset. And what we'll do now, get our replay sorted, chuck ourselves back a bit. Let's get this sorted out here. Boom. Controlled into the ground. Some interesting conditions as well. I mean, given the wind component and everything. So get back in the our replay. Pause this in for a sec. Where's my wing light? Can I not have the wing light on? I might have actually corrupted that. Hang on. Look at the vibration in the engine. That's cool. There we go. Coming over into Melbourne. Been on this approach in real life in a 737 myself. So not that too unfamiliar to me. 3D lighting is default, yeah. I'm using Bay's lighting mod. I just need to turn the bloom down. Thankfully it gives a guide on how to do that. But yeah, it's fantastic. That and XP12 Pro with just the density of the cities that are now actually available. Yeah, but cat was under my feet just as I need to get my feet on the pedals. That helps, doesn't it? I'm not disappointed in that landing at all. Look at that model. Great reverser sounds. Very high textured. Very nice. Very good sounds for landing. Looks, the air traffic control tower, because the bloom's so high, looks like the Eye of Sauron. Alrighty, I think we'll do one final replay. I really like that. So I'll start heading off. Bang. That's beautiful. I need to stop getting so squirrely when landing. It's a good fight. I think what we'll do. Also, what I want to show you is, seeing as we're here. Let's get all of this off again. I think all the lights are glitched out to stay on. Nope, they aren't. Alright, that's a good frame. Get the hell out the way, truck. You too. Lovely. What we're going to do, guys, well, what I want to show you, XP12 Pro over in Melbourne. We come over here and chuck it over to day. We'll get the forecast. I mean, look at that weather. There's the infamous 32-story building. This was obviously also seen in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And Skybox looks great, but let's come up here. Look at Melbourne. This is only with high density. I've just realized. Okay, so a special thing with map enhancement is if it knows you're not, if it knows that you're flying at night time, it won't load ground textures to save performance. There's Melbourne CBD. There's the, that's Marvel Stadium. Oh, there's the eye there. Oh, they got a Coles. Lovely. Mind you, I'm rendering all of this. Let me get it. Let me get it, guys. One moment. That's the power plant. And then if you go down the coast more, it's down there. That's Avalon. Avalon. But yeah, this looks more like Melbourne City. And just the density of everything. It's like, oh my gosh, this is such an up. There's the MCG. It's such a upgrade over what was for so many years the norm. And there's Essendon Airport. Someone actually wants to model Essendon Airport. I would have no problem like a retro livery to fly the old 732 into it. That'd be cool. Yeah. But something this does showcase is how the city is encroached on Essendon Airport there. And now it's encroaching on Tullamarine out here. And the biggest complaint was Tullamarine was so far from everywhere. And the city is developed towards the airport. Thankfully, Tullamarine's here to stay. And they're out here, they're going to build a second runway. So 16, well, no, runway 34 is going to be 34 right, and there's going to be a 34 left. But yeah, fantastic. Anyway, guys, I think truly and surely we'll have to start. Does this blue base also affect the skybox? It looks a lot brighter and bluer than normal. Anyway, as I was going to say, let's get back into a replay and let's finish this stream off right. I hope you all enjoyed today's stream. I'm your host, Mitch. You can call me Taz. I'll see you in the next time. Ciao, ciao.